Do you know why? Come on, you're the king. You're right at the top. You're holding the World Cup, subhanAllah. You're holding the belt. You can quit now. You did it. Let others do it now. Unless you want to hold it for a while because you're not yet past your sell-by date, right? You know what that is? When do you pass your sell-by date? Well, it depends what you're referring to, okay? Depends what it's all about. So, my brothers and sisters, we tell them to quit at the point of their peak so that they don't have to witness a day when they lose. You can say, I hit the top, I was the world champion, I quit. Wow. You go down in history as a champion. If you knew that you were going to lose, would you ever want to engage in another match? No matter what it was, no matter what sport it was. The answer is no, you wouldn't. You would walk out graciously to say, no, I'm not going to go. Why? You know you're going to lose. But there's no one who knows the future in this world. The Almighty knows it. So that's why the Almighty said, we took the life of the child away because the child would have been a big source of negativity, depression, whatever else it might have been for the parents. And the parents would bear patience, and as a result they would also earn a reward, and they would live a life full of whatever goodness has come in their direction. That's what I mean. You wanted to marry someone and you couldn't. Not because you didn't try, you tried, but the Almighty closed the door, and another and a third and a fourth, and you just couldn't, and suddenly they married off somewhere else and you were depressed. Don't be depressed. It's the blessing of the Almighty. Maybe through that union you may have had children or grandchildren who may have been the source of something you would never be able to bear. And because the Almighty knew what would have happened 2 generations later, He said, I'd rather block it from now. And you don't even know. But that was the love of my life. Subhanallah. It was. It was. I do know, it does pain. We're only human. It hurts a lot. Ask me, I tell you. It hurts a lot. But your faith keeps you going. It keeps you smiling. And you know what? When a door is closed, if you are to cry over a closed door, you would miss the many open doors that are all around you, and you don't even know. I know people who lost jobs. Within weeks of losing the job, they made more money than their bosses. I know personally of a guy who told me, I lost the job, I was depressed, and within a short space of time, my company was bigger than the company I just left. The Almighty wanted it from you. But the day you left, you cried, depressed, whatever else. No, Allah says, I love you, man. A lot of the people, even from a material perspective, who are at the top of the globe today, the wealthiest, they had closed doors, such that they almost thought they were going to be bankrupt. But that was the Almighty opening the door. For you, it looked closed. The Almighty says, hang on. We've just opened a massive door. I've learned this, and I have faith. And I'm inviting you to draw on your own faith and conviction in the Almighty to lead a life of contentment. Have conviction that the Almighty has had mercy on you. They can deport you, they can do something, they can falsely accuse you. Maybe the Almighty wants you to meet someone in the prison. You were innocent, but you spent a few days there, a few months there, whatever else there. It has happened. I saw a story of a guy released 36 years later. Did you see the story recently in the news? And he was innocent of the murder he was accused of. But new evidence came about 36 years later that resulted in him being found innocent. 36 years later. Surely the Almighty had a massive plan for this guy. He must have been an asset. I wish I had the time to study his life in the prison and see what he did.